It's another beautiful morning. I hope you had a restful night. It's today, the 26th of January 2024. The last Friday in the month of January, the first month in the year 2024. And we can only say all glory to the Almighty God for giving us this privilege, because without Him, nothing stands, nothing can happen, nothing can exist. And we're so grateful from here in Galaxy Television, the whole family, and in this particular day, on this day, we are grateful. On behalf of everyone watching us, always staying tuned to be there, we are so grateful. My name is Adejoke Anabi David, but my friends call me Olori AJ. So how are you? Joy, baby.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your frames are killing.
Oh
Good morning to our esteemed viewers. Thank you for joining us on Family and Values. Yes, it's Friday, the D-Day, where you get to win that recharge card we've been talking about since last week. Please keep your messages coming in. The numbers displayed on your screen are for text messages. Please do not call the numbers. Nobody is going to pick your call in the studio. We are streaming across live across all our social media platforms. Please download the Galaxy mobile app, so you can watch us anywhere you are. You'll be able to connect with us. It's a beautiful Saturday. It's the beautiful Friday, and of course, it's going to be an interactive section.
She's so excited. She wants to jump.
Yes, I can't wait for the weekend to come.
She's just so excited.
The traffic and all. I can't wait for the weekend to come.
That means you don't want to miss us.
Eh?
You don't want to miss us.
No,
because you miss us.
Definitely, I'll be here.
Remember
on
when you leaving last Friday? Said I was saying see you tomorrow. I said, Auntie, tomorrow is Saturday. I said, oh God, I feel like coming here every day.
Yes,
just to see you, just to be there.
Yes,
our viewers, and it's so good to have you. Really,
of course, it is.
It's the last Friday. Now, you know, there used to be a time many years ago when we have this monthly sanitation. This is Family and Values, you know, and so we need once in a while to talk to ourselves. We need to encourage ourselves. We need to look back and see how well we are also doing as families. Yeah, government have their own roles to play, but we also have a major role to play.
Of course we do,
because our environment has to be taken good care of. Tomorrow is another Saturday, and I remember the monthly sanitation.
We were always looking forward to it as kids when we were growing up.
Don't clean it, the sanitary inspectors will be all over by Monday and be looking, you know, give you.
Even some Saturdays, you see them around trying to check how clean is the environment.
I think our people have let majority. They just let it like that.
Unfortunately, but in Lagos State, I think it's basically for the shops. They clean every Thursday. And they clean their environment. But this one, we are talking about home sanitations, where you see parents come out to actually clean the environment. You see them with cutlasses trying to cut.
You see the men.
You know,
have you done that?
Have you done?
Okay,
you know, the gutters. Or
the
make
children.
Sure all the waste that is in the gutter, we have to remove it out.
And I think it's another beautiful opportunity and privilege
for families to always bond. Yes.
You see father, you see mother, you see children. Everybody is busy. Cleaning, clearing, please, let's bring
so
back.
Before we enter the kitchen, is at around that 10:30, 11. That's when we start thinking of food.
Like, I'm hungry.
Yes,
you know.
Yes.
So please,
I think we should bring that culture back.
Especially Lagos and all over. Not only Lagos,
we should bring
all
it back.
over.
We should bring it back.
It brings beautiful and serene environment to each and every one. Healthy environment.
And it's always every last Saturday of the month. Every last Saturday.
That's why I'm just reminding us. Tomorrow is the last Saturday, just like today is the last Friday. And I always believe also on the last Friday like this, just try and find a place to unwind, relax with family or with your friends.
And just clear your head from everything.
And we do that on Pillow Whispers anyway, and it's always fun. So it's time for us to go for this short break.
Yes, we are actually going on a montage. We are not going on a
we're going for a break.
We're just going for a break.
And we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. It's the Family and Values.
Yeah.
Welcome back. It's still Family and Values. And this morning, like we told you, thank God it's Friday. And we're looking at our topic is Life Matters. Don't forget to send in your text messages, questions, and also, I ask for your BP the last time. Nobody sent me. So we're giving you all the privilege. Just sending your questions, sending your comments and contributions, and let's see how we rock. But we're looking at life matters this morning. And on the seat with us is Yemi Ajax. He's an entrepreneur, he's a businessman. When you see this guy as push as he is, right here with us, if you see him on site, I tell you, you just marvel and say, God, can you imagine? But we have Yemi Ajax here, and we're privileged to have him. It's so good to have you here. Good morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
Good morning.
Thank you.
You look all white and looks like one is going for the party after here, like 101.
Anything can happen.
Well, it's Friday, so.
Yeah, it's Friday. Anything can happen.
Everything
The
is
call can
possible.
come in. Everything is possible. Very
Everything
true.
is
That
possible.
wonderful call can just come in and you're off. Welcome. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Okay, yeah, it's so good to have Yemi here. But I want to ask this question. When you look at life, what is so important about life that we need to keep on, you know, sustaining ourselves, maintaining ourselves, and still relating and still coming back to the drawing board and say, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I need to push on. What's so important about life?
Is anything truly important? No, because I have a philosophy.
Okay.
And my philosophy is life is the only place where you don't come out alive.
The
Life is the only place you don't
come out alive. What do you
Okay.
mean by that?
Regardless of what you do in life, you will be gone.
Joy.
So, in my short journey in life, I've seen several things happen. I've seen the rich die. I've seen kids die. I've seen people that they think, oh, he's going to die tomorrow, and they leave.
That's one. That's true.
So when I thought about it, I looked at it like, is anything truly worth it? I don't quote scriptures, but I understand one thing, and that is, just do you and be good.
Just do you and be good. Okay, now you said something. You said in the journey of life, you've seen so many things. So that means you've seen a lot of challenges. But when you look at life generally, which aspects of life would you say people have been so careless about? Like, they have this carefree attitude towards, like, well, anything happens, it's gone, it's gone. Which area of human life would you think, or our lives would you think, that we've been so careless when it comes to that?
Our health.
Our health. Okay.
People do so little with their health. They wait until there's a problem, and then I start looking for solutions.
Solutions
and
are
it
the
becomes
dying
very
minutes.
expensive. But the little things that we do matters a lot.
Okay.
I'm not a doctor.
No.
The
I
little
understand
things
what
that
you
we
do.
do
Little
matters
things
a
you
lot.
do matters a lot. I understand that aspect. Because I think on the show, we make sure we dedicate our Thursdays to health, to teach people everything they need to know about
And
health.
remind them to.
And remind them. So I think health is one of those areas of life people have been so careless about. Very true. Very true.
Okay, so how do you think we can manage life and still be comfortable? You know, we're discussing on the vehicle when we come in. How do you think we can manage life and still be comfortable? We don't go past ourselves. We don't do above.
That's why I said
other
I said
steps.
it earlier that regardless of what you do, just do you. Watch how much you earn. Live within your means. Don't stress yourself too much, because there's no manual to live in. Nobody has a manual. I know people that, I know someone, okay, let me use this very short example. I know someone who has never smoked in his life, never drank, doesn't carry woman because he doesn't even have the capacity. And he had almost a terminal ailment. Even the doctors could not really decide, they couldn't really figure out what the problem was. He's alive today anyway, but it took him months in the hospital. Meanwhile, there are people that have an area uncle then who said he had smoked for 72 years. And he died at 98. Meanwhile, some people will smoke for 2 years, cancer and the likes. And the man was working till he died. He actually worked the day he died. So he wasn't bedridden or sick at 98. And he had smoked for 72 years. So, you know, when you look at all those things, you see people talk about, oh, don't smoke, don't eat this, oh, cardio, carby, this, blah, 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 blah. There's no manual to live in. Just do you, just be you at all time. That's my own understanding of life. Because you look at it critically, you tell people that, oh, do this, do this, but above all, make sure you sleep well.
Sleep well. How long do you think we should sleep? Joy, over to you.
I don't even want to ask that question of how long
No,
do you think
I'm
we should
asking
sleep.
you, how long do you think we should
I've
sleep?
told you my answer before. I said it's not possible to sleep 8 hours. But at least you can manage your time. For every time you know that you have time to rest, make sure you're resting. Put off every gadget, rest. If it's 4 hours, give it up, sleep.
You can do maybe some 30 minutes.
30 minutes for every time you have.
Sleeping a long time is almost not easy.
You get it. That's what we've said.
Because thoughts will come.
Thoughts will come in.
Thoughts will come in.
You can't sleep 8 hours when you have to wake up, get to work, come. No, it's, you know. But now let's bring it down to realistic. How have you been able to manage yourself, especially as an entrepreneur, and looking at the society and what is happening around? Have you managed to do you? Let me use your words, to do you and be you.
Well, I believe in one thing: live and let live. So no matter what you do, carry everybody along. Ensure that you respect everybody that you are dealing with. Because if you respect people, they will respect you back. Except the person has another motive. But the standard is that when you respect people, they will come to you when there are challenges. Business will always have challenges. But when they know that, when I talk to this person about these things, it's going to find a solution, or it's going to turn up as at when due, then you should not have a lot of problem.
Okay, it's time for us to go for this break, but before going for this short break, Joe will also be looking at our text messages and read back to us as soon as we get back from the short break. It's a short break, and a word on Marble. We'll be right back. And do we have any messages there?
Not yet. We don't have. Please keep your messages coming in the numbers on the screen. Most of you are actually calling the lines. We can't pick the lines in the studio, please.
No, we can't.
Just send text messages to that number displayed on the screen. And of course, you can win yourself a recharge card by the end of the day.
Okay, now, Yemi, I want to ask this question. You know, business, when we come into the beginning of the year, always look like, how are we going to survive? It's always because it's the first month in the year. Looking at life and looking at your business and things around you, the economy, what is your own analysis in this first month of the year? Yeah, it may look like we cannot decipher it right now, but let's wait for a while. What's your view? I don't want to wait. Looking at it, surviving from 1st of January till now, 26th, how easy will it be for self-employed or businessmen or women to pay salaries and all that? What is business like to you, your analysis of business like?
Well, if you talk about business, business is a marathon. It's not something that you just look at from, okay, let me just do this period and stop.
Okay.
It's a continuous race. So if at all you're in business, the first thing you must understand is that there has to be a continuity if you want to stay in business. And for you to stay in business, so many things must be considered. And the only way you're in business still is that there are people that you're dealing with, There are people you are doing business with as well.
Yeah.
So when you say first month of the year, I don't look at it like that
Okay.
because there's a progression.
Yeah.
If you say December, then January, it's just another month. That's why I said it has to be continuous. You don't just say
But
December.
what I'm trying to say is, can we say it's been easy? Can we say it's been smooth? Can we say it's been encouraging? Can we say it's been okay, it's relaxed, it starts, you know, with the fear and all that? What's your analysis?
Well, Nigeria is going through a lot right now. Nigeria is like I say, a pregnant woman. There are several pains that you will go through.
Yeah.
There are so many disorders. Nausea, you women will understand better. But the joy of it is that the moment you carry your child, it's more like the pains eases off. Like you never had pains. So in business, it's almost the same thing. There are periods that you will try, you will struggle, but you know one thing, to stay in business, you must survive.
You stay in business, you must survive.
You know, I love the fact that you say to stay in business, you must survive. And for me, I feel it's part of the challenges of life one has to get through. Now, let's bring it to the family level. You're a father, and the schools have resumed. Now, what would you say is one of the challenges parents have faced so far since the resumption of school till this period? You would look at it now using yourself to generalize, like, okay, if I'm standing from a place of a father, I feel so many fathers will feel this particular pain that I have felt so far since the resumption of schools.
To be honest with you, for someone like me, I like to plan.
Okay.
I like to plan. So the moment my son, once I see that, okay, you're vacating at this period, I try to put my own cupboard together so that it won't come to me like
A surprise.
a surprise, you get. And I look at it like, it's not about being rich or being wealthy. You must be able to know what your capacity is. I was giving a gist earlier about someone who puts the child in Grange and is struggling to survive. For me, I like to always do things based on my capacity. If I can't afford it, I push it aside.
I can relate, because there was a time I was trying to seek admission for my kids, and I went to that school to make findings. The environment is beautiful, it's lovely, you love what you see, but when they call the amounts,
Yeah, the
figures are smiling.
It's not for the faint-hearted.
They'll put you to a flight.
It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for those that are still standing with one leg.
It's not.
It's for those that have, you know, had and it's okay. Let's just play around with something.
You get.
But so you feel so far is the fact that, okay, you do your planning before school resumes. So as a father, you're able to, it doesn't come to you as a surprise. Now, do you know that there are some people that don't actually plan? They just wait. They believe. Let me put it like this. In this part of the world, we believe on hope.
Yes.
And that is what has sustained a lot of people. And that's what some people naturally believe on. They believe like, okay, let me spend this one. There is hope
For another
for
one.
another
Coming.
one.
Yes,
So
yes,
do you
yes.
think is one thing about life that we should actually look at? People keep using hope for whatever they want. Oh, let me spend this one. There is hope that before the child resumes, somebody somewhere.
So is it wrong to be hopeful?
To be hopeful, or
Or
is it something we
is
need
it-
No,
to?
you have to be hopeful.
Okay.
To stay alive, you have to be hopeful.
to survive?
To survive. Because no matter how you look at it, we have today. We are hopeful of tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
That's why we are alive. So hope is something that you must be ready for. Because nothing is promised. Even in this part of the world, you look at business crumbles easily. One policy and you're out of business. I was telling someone something yesterday. about the styrofoam and all that.
That was banned. Yeah.
And I look at it like, some people have invested so
So
much.
much stored it up in the warehouse.
But luckily, the government have been a little fair as well. They have given a 3 months window.
So,
So don't produce again. Whatever you have,
Sell it off.
sell
Sell
it
it
off.
off.
Which I think is fair from the
it's
government.
fair. It's fair.
So when you look at all these things, one needs to understand that no matter what you do, hope, you must keep it alive.
Okay, as a father, I want to just go through, read some of these messages on our Facebook page from some of our previous message episodes. Marriage is a system of help by Michael Sonny. Thank you for that comment. Also, we have entitlement is one of the seeking, is more of a seeking of demands. Okay, someone commented on that. That's from Priscilla on our Facebook page. Also, we have Michael again saying marriage is a gift to mankind. Okay, and entitlement is a negative mindset. I don't know whether you have any messages on your phone there.
I think the previous ones we had.
And some commented, this is super amazing, more grace to our guests during the week. And saying thank you also to Barrister Azan and Pastor Gladys. So we need one more.
There's one message I actually
Okay.
wanted you to talk about, which has to do with culture.
Okay.
We had that message in the course of the week when we
last week,
Friday when we brought in a guest talk about culture, and we were looking at language. Now, what do you think that our culture has gradually faded away, especially when it comes to speaking of language to the kids? Let me start by asking you, do you speak your language to your son?
Yes.
Does he understand? How old is he?
It's 7.
Okay, but he understands your language when you speak.
Yes, we're deliberate about it.
You're deliberate
about it.
Now, you see,
I love that.
because it brought up a whole lot of, I think somebody was saying that, let me put it this, somebody said if a woman marries
and maybe he's an Igbo, you have your
Delta,
own
getting married
language,
to a Yoruba
man.
how does she manage to teach her child the language,
Both
languages?
That's why I said it has to be very deliberate. From when my son was 2, we ensured that we speak Yoruba to him. I remember when he started school, I think the first 1 month, he was going to school, and as usual, the mom was doing a video, and he was trying to speak Yoruba. She now posted on her status. So one of my friends now said, why are you teaching him Yoruba? Why are you making him speak Yoruba? So she now told me, and I said, that person is an idiot. Because you look at these things.
Oh my God.
I remember one video that Yemi Fashlanso did. He did it in the US. And he said, he was talking to someone, I think, a family friend or someone. And he said, how can you people pay people to teach your kids Yoruba? That something must be wrong with your head. You are speaking Yoruba to me, and you have to pay people. Now, the people they paid are Chinese.
To teach their kids Yoruba.
Oh my God.
Yes. So that's how we've taken class to another level. You want to form class. Because you want to form class, your child must not speak your language. I think it's some form of dementia.
Okay, we have a message here. It says, key point to success, planning. That's concerning what we talked about, planning earlier on. It said, even in a situation we are in Nigeria, planning is key. Thanks to the anchor and the intelligent guest. Please give us more. That's from Jasper Omojola. Yeah, your message has been received. Please keep sending in your messages so that we could have more and read to our guests. Okay, now.
I want to ask this. Yemi, as a father, to all fathers out there, do you think there is anything that has to do with the relationship between husband and wife how colder should it be? As in, maybe you are in the public place and maybe holding hands, pampering, hugging, kissing. Maybe you are carried away. You know, sometimes it happens. You forget age. It happens. I do see two elderly man and woman every morning when I'm coming to the office from Ikeja. They do the walk, as in they are always skittered and they walk. I don't know where they sit, but I've seen them got into somewhere like Allen, but I don't know where they enter. But now, when you see this couple, sometimes they'll be so tired, they will hold on to each other like that. Do you think things like that should be done in secret or openly, or what's your view?
I hope my wife is not watching this.
Yeah, I pray you are watching, Mrs. Adele.
because the honest truth is that I'm not someone that really likes.
That's why I'm asking that question. So do you?
I think they call it PDA or what do they call it. I'm not someone that really likes the touch me outside, touch me outside.
Oh my God.
I'm not. I'm not.
It's shown all over you that you're not.
I'm not. I'm that person that just likes to, okay, yeah, we'll talk, we can hang out once in a while. But when it comes to you touching me, I'm like,
hold it there.
Don't create a scene.
Don't create a scene. would I say, are you a shy person?
He's a shy person.
Or it's
No,
just
I'm a reserved person.
You're a
I'm not shy.
person, but you're
I'm
not
just
shy.
reserved.
Okay, what's the difference between reserved and shy?
Well, shy is people that have a shell.
Of course.
I don't have a shell.
Okay.
I'm only a very careful person.
Oh, careful. Why you
So you're actually not the type that like the touchy. Maybe you guys are hanging out and then she's hugging you or giving you a peck or she's trying to make you. You're not. It's not your thing.
It's not my thing.
It's not your thing.
It's not my thing. It's not my
So
thing.
for you, it's like somebody creating a scene and you really don't like it.
Yeah.
People are passing and they're looking like, oh, what are they doing?
What are
like,
they doing?
get-
Can't they get home?
But for some people, I think that's what spices their relationship.
Yeah, that's why I said I hope my wife is not watching.
Because I'm sure she will be longing for things like
She
that.
complains. She's the type that wants to hold your hand, that wants to hold your neck, you know. Like, what? I'm not.
But do you think it's wrong?
No, it's not wrong.
So it should be embraced.
Who you are is who you are. Because, like they say, there are 5 love languages. And I think it's one of them.
Okay, can you give us those 5? Sorry.
I can't remember.
Should I say that, should I draw to conclusion that African men are naturally not romantic?
No, I disagree with you.
Because it's of recent, because of social media has been calling a whole lot of men out there. That's when some men started. The typical African man is not a romantic person. Take it from me.
Is that a typical African man?
Yes.
A man is a man.
I know.
But
there's
typical
difference.
African man,
When we
yes.
talk of African man,
A man is a man. A man is a
our
man.
culture. We are dealing with people that are deeply rooted. You just said something that you can't hold your.
You can't.
You don't like being.
And she will
I'm
be
not saying
longing
me.
for
That's
it.
you.
That's
no,
you.
you put a whole lot out there, not just
you.
You put a whole lot
Do you
out
know
there.
it affects relationship? I have such group. I told you I had it with my husband, and I wonder, why can't I hold you? Why can't I put my head on your chest even when I'm in the bus or when I'm anywhere? Because you're my own, I'm your own. So why shouldn't I? Oh yeah, over to you.
Well.
I feel like you may not want it, but allow me to. Let me just do it. Don't worry.
That's why I said I hope my wife is not watching. I'll go back to that because the truth is that sometimes you allow it. It's not going to be a total no.
Okay.
Sometimes you just allow it that, okay, that's what she wants.
For peace to reign.
You understand? But it is not who I am.
It is not who you are. Joy.
Do
you want me to read some of these messages?
Before you read those messages, I'll still come to the romantic aspect of men. No. Because
Joy love romance.
No.
She loves watching romance movies. So if you have any, send it so that she can watch more.
People that know me know that I don't even go to that aspect. But what I'm saying is, from my observation, I'm talking from a point of observation, I've discovered that there are a whole lot of men out there. They rather express their feelings to you by way of gifting, by way of showing that they actually care, not by emotions. Do you hardly... you find it difficult when maybe it's with the new generation, the Jay-Z's, those are the ones the men will call 20 times to check up on you, to know how you're doing. But when we talk about men that grew up early in the, you discover that once they call you in the morning to know how you're doing, the next call you're receiving from them maybe probably at night. And maybe the woman is the type that wants to call in between the hours to know, have you had lunch? So you feel like, you're disturbing me, madam, I'm busy. What would be your reaction to, because we have so many of them out there. And I don't want to say you're one of them, but I'm sure you belong to that class of, madam, I'm busy, can we talk later?
Well, when it comes to phone calls, I think I'm a little good at that.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Because I talk to my wife
consistently,
like almost all the way. We chat, we talk, you know. So I think for that, then you should understand another thing. For the supposed African men that you said, a good number of them did not grow up with phones. So it's a different ball game right now. Now they have access
to a whole lot
social
of gadgets.
media.
That's true.
You understand? Unlike when the supposed older generation were growing, there's no phone. Only very few of them had phones.
They were writing letters.
They were writing letters. So that's for you to know that African men are romantic.
That's still on the bus anyway. I'll watch out for that. So I'll start looking at
it. Yeah, because you know back then you just, oh, how are you doing? The sugar in my tea. It was
that's when you want to toast the lady. That's when you want to woo that lady at that particular moment.
But that makes
and once you've gotten her, you feel
like
that
makes you understand that for them to even have that consciousness of writing a letter and actually putting, you know, the sugar in my tea.
They brought down themselves to that level.
You get, there's some level of, oh, okay, it's romantic.
It's romantic. Okay, let me take some of these messages from. See, I think Michael Sonny Online should send his number. I want to, you know, you being consistent on our page.
Yes, he is.
Michael Sonny Online, you need to send your number so that we can recharge you. He said something regarding, he said belonging to a community is helpful. This was from our Tuesday episode of Family and Values. Also, being emotionally intelligent will also help one avoid unnecessary heartache when we're talking about single parenting, their emotions and all that. Then also from Ndubusi Pretty Prince Benson, this is a great show where sacrosanct issues are raised and discussed. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Encouraged words can also help a single mother who is going through emotional challenges. This is coming from Oniawa Beatrice. Okay. Ifoma also is what was watching then from Mero in Lagos. This is a great job. Keep it up. We appreciate that. I like the clarity on the peculiarity of each challenge faced by single parenting. This from Linda Okafor. Also, single parent is saddled with the weight of healing one's self as well as encouraging the impact of absence of the second parent as minimum negative impact on the children. Okay. This is definitely not a walk in the park. This is from Kaniga. And we have Rita. Thank you for the insight and encouraging words. You see, we are all about you. We want to know, and I'm sure these are from single parents who are also going through this, because it's a beautiful insight and they're encouraging. So I'm sure said delayed goodbye, indirectly giving the other partner strength, is also from Rita. Okay. So I want to say a big thank you also to Rita. I said your emotional muscles determine to a high level the way you handle issues. Rita also said the emotional part of every individual is the seat of such person. Thank you so much, so much, Rita. Also, I think you should send your phone number. If Rita is watching us at any time, you can send it to the number of yours on your screen, and we'll get back to you.
All right, now I want you to react based on what messages she has read. It was actually on a topic we talked about, emotional challenges of single parents. and we had a single, a widower who came in and did justice to the topic. I'm sure you've encountered single parents a lot, mostly females or even males, you know that. But what's your general overview when it comes to single parenting? Single parents, the challenges they face. What's that thing you look at them when they come to you? You tell them.
Even
okay,
some of your friends.
Even some of your friends are in that shoes that you look them and say, "Hey, guy, woman, you know, get up, dude." So, what are those those things that you think is associated with them?
Well, when you look at single parents, either male or female, it's not an easy job. Okay. That's the truth. Because even as a parent, like a family, like father and mother together, it's not even easy. Then when you now look at one person doing all the job, the person must, you know, when we were growing up, we were raised by a community. Like, even if your parents are not. My mom was a nurse. So, and for over 20 years, she was on permanent nights.
Over 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, our neighbor most times would be the one that would prep us for school. Because she's not around in the morning. So, you know, when you look at all those things, then now, with the supposed woke generation, everybody's caught up with, oh, paper chasing. You're chasing papers and, okay, I need to raise money, I need to make money, I need to do this, you know. But as a single parent, one of the things you need to consider first is your mental health. And you need to be a friend to your child. You have to be your child's friend for you to be able to survive it. Because if you want to do parenting properly, you might miss it. You look at a lot of kids out there smoking, drinking, and, you know, I really don't wonder. I can understand and I can relate because of the community where I come out from. I know how these things are. And most parents, you want to go to work, you have to leave your child behind. So that's why I started with, I grew up in a community. Most parents now will prefer to leave their child inside the house than at their neighbor's house because of what the society has become.
Society has become.
Insecurity.
So those kids will do just anything because there's nobody watching. You go to work and you leave your child at home. He's on the phone. He has access to a lot of information.
Thank you so very much. Yemi Ajax, it's so good to have you, and we're privileged and we're not taking it for granted. I believe anytime we call you again, you'll be able to make it up.
I'll give my best shots.
I have a message here. It says,
Okay.
I will appreciate if Yemi Ajax would put his words of knowledge into a book. It will help a lot. Many thanks to Galaxy family, the same Jasper or Modular. Today you've sent in your 2 messages. Want to really appreciate you for coming and having an interactive section with us on family and values. This is Friday.
Thank you
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's Friday and today is the end of Family and Values for this week. Monday, it's another day to stay up and stay active with us. When we come on your screen, you know what we are bringing to you. Serious family issues that affect the society. We bring in guests to make sure we do justice to it. My name is Joy Abu. I'll see you on Monday.
Okay, so it's another great opportunity, but I wish you can still stay tomorrow and Sunday. But unfortunately, we need to keep heads up and also attend to family issues on our own side too. So we want Michael Olang and Rita and the other guy,
Jasper Omojola.
Jasper Omojola, to please reach out to us on the number on the screen. Just send us a text message. We'll get back to you, we'll give you a call, and we'll do what we have promised. On that note, we hope you have made it a day with you today again, and this week has been a bumper and a fulfilled one. This month, we thank God, it's the last Friday in the month. My name still remains Adejoke Adebi David, and I hope to see you on Monday, God willing. Have a beautiful and a splendid weekend. Thank you to all our crews. We love you and we love everything you do with us. Thank you.